Hi Libra, this is your July reading from Pisces Priestess. Welcome to my channel. We've got some things falling out already. But I'm going to give you a shuffle. It was the moon card though. There was the moon card came up. Whoops. Okay, let's see what's coming out. Okay, well, Libra, sorry. These fell out twice, and I kind of started the video a little soon, so I didn't know if this was, I wanted to shuffle again, but Spirit always validates, and these cards popped out again. So we have the Moon card, and you have quite a few cards here. We have the Moon card, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Swords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Swords, and then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Cups. We have the Aries card, and we have the Cancer card. So let's see. Spirit completely was like ready to go. I did the other half of these videos yesterday, and I'm starting with Libra today, so it was kind of a delay. So I think Spirit was definitely ready to speak to you. So let's see here. Well, with the Moon card coming up first, it's definitely some subconscious things going on, Libra. How are you guys sleeping and dreaming, and what's going on inside of your guys' heads? This card is a follow your intuition card. And it comes directly before the 6 of Swords card, which let me tell you, if you watch some of the other videos, this card comes up for a lot of people. This is a journey. This is, excuse me, this is you leaving something with regret. Because you see the man in the boat who's rowing really strong, but you also see the figure that's hooded down below with all those swords in front of her. So when you see swords in tarot, it's about decision making. So there's been decisions that you have probably made, Libra, and maybe you're not super proud of those decisions. Maybe you're feeling a little bit like that lady, like regretful almost. But one thing I will say about the 6 of Swords is that it's a necessary change happening. Like you, much like Cancer got this reading too, so it might be a cardinal thing. And you also have 2 cardinal cards in your reading. You have the Cancer card and the Aries card. But we're going to try to make sense out of this. Libra might have a little extra of a long of a video, and I apologize for that. But the messages are here. So I definitely see, I think this speaks to a subconscious journey that Libra is going on. And so let's get to the details here, because this video started a little weird, but I love Libra, so the energy is accepting, and it kind of feels a little bit more balanced. But so we have a for Libras, we have a full moon in your 4th house, because see, the reason I'm doing these videos is because there's a full moon on the July 9th, and it's happening for everybody's houses. And for Libra specifically, if you count Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, so that means that there's a full moon in your 4th house. And what does the 4th house mean in astrology? It's all about your home. So I'm definitely gonna listen in and keep that in mind, because this is about your home, Libra. To have a full moon in your 4th house, and it's really interesting because 4th house energies are very, very, very strong right now. The 4th house rules our emotional stability, our emotional comfort. It definitely rules over the home and the home environment, because Cancer is the crab. It always has a shell around it. It's a water sign. Cancer is a cardinal water sign too. So Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, all of you are definitely going through the grand cross right now. All the cardinal, all these actions wanting to take place. So Libra, maybe you are feeling a little bit like this, because when I see these 2 cards together, it definitely speaks of an emotional, subconscious journey. So maybe you're not so much physically leaving, but you do feel like leaving. And maybe you do feel like you have left this planet. Like you're in a subconscious realm right now with all these feelings. Because Libra, Libra is a cardinal air sign, and all air signs are more so intellectual than they are emotional. Because water is the emotion. So this is that water energy. You see a lot of water here. The moon card belongs to Pisces. So for some of you Libras, you might even be feeling more so the Piscean energy, like the dreamy illusion. I know to have a moon in the 4th house could definitely invoke some like emotional Pisces energy, because Pisces really need to feel comfortable where they live. Any water sign, I'm not in all zodiac signs, need to feel comfortable excuse me, gosh, where they live. And then, so the next card, gotta take a drink. The next card we have, Libra, is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to count just so I know, because at a quick glance, 5 of Swords. Okay, so you had the Moon card, and then you had the 6 of Swords, and then it's kind of like, so let me just show you this. This video is going to be longer than the rest. I already know it. So you have the 6 of Swords here, which I explained was the emotional journey, right? It's the emotional journey. It's and especially if you're talking about your 4th house with this full moon, because this reading is for that. It's for July, the month of July, and I also really want to get some energy for you for the full moon. So definitely be thinking about this full moon in another aspect that we're going to talk about in just a minute. But there's this energy. Okay, at first it was, and count those swords there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the 6 of Swords. Definitely leaving something with regret, because these people are on a boat. They've left a town, right? He's rowing, and if you take a closer look, the water is very, very, very choppy and rigid there, but the water they're headed towards is very calm, and there's also land very, very close, right? So this is about getting very close, like you're almost done with the journey, or I don't want to say done with the journey, but you're very close to getting to where you want to be, Libra. But before you get there, the sword energy chills down a little bit, because we have the 6 of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords is not a very pleasant energy. So, Libra, I do need to speak to you about this energy. This is a betrayal card. It's about feeling a lot like these people feel in the background. You see this man here, he has 2 swords in his hand, another sword in the other hand, and he done took their 2 swords and they're chilling on the ground. So it's an energy of a taker, a taker of, some people take because they don't have, right? But this is not that kind of energy. This is someone who's taking because they just don't want you to have anything, and they want to have more and more and more. And I don't know if you feel that way, Libra, but you have to be very careful of this kind of energy. And I'm not sure if you're this man who's actually doing the taking, and maybe you've been put in a situation where you've had to be, an all or nothing type of person. And I'm not sure. But this is also another very watery card. You see the very choppy water. So maybe Cancer season has made you feel a bit betrayed, Libra. But the swords are getting less. So it also could speak to maybe, because there's a 6 of Swords and then the 5 of Swords. And I think maybe that's a decision that you actually made. Like maybe you actually uprooted one of those swords and made a decision and actually did change, or you made some type of change and it invoked this type of energy either in you or those around you. So just be very careful about betrayal, Libra, especially in your home environment, especially because there's a fourth house moon, full moon for you in Capricorn, which is another cardinal sign. So we have the sun in Cancer, cardinal water, and then we have the full moon on the 9th in Capricorn, opposite signs, in a cardinal earth. So we've got this cardinal earth and this cardinal water. They like each other. They do and they don't, right? And there will be a lot of growth here, because what happens when there's a big tree and a lot of water? It's perfect. There's just a nut. And then, okay, let's get back to this. 5 of Swords, right? The betrayal energy. Okay, I think you get it, Libra. Well, I'm just saying that because there's the 5 of Cups. And this is, you can see and it's interesting, right? Like 5 of Swords, and then those swords and those decisions will ultimately become what you value, right? Do you see these cups and how there's flowers inside each cup? And then you see the little kids, but this is what I know about this card. There's an older figure and a younger figure, right? And she's giving, so it's a soulmate card. It's also a past and a future card. This is your past and your future meeting. And maybe this is what you feel like, Libra, like you have a lot planned, right? And then there's this home in the background and you guys are outside. So maybe there's a lot that you want to change about your home. Maybe you don't want to live where you live anymore, and you're really thinking about everything you can do. These aren't, see, most cup cards, they just have the gold cup, but these have little flowers inside of them, right? So your values are growing, and I strongly believe that's because of Venus and, Taurus, and then moving through Gemini. It's here. Not sure if you Libras know it, but Venus today's July 5th, and Venus is moving in. This is the second part of your reading, but I think it's all here. I'm gonna go with what we have here, so that this video isn't like a million seconds long or whatever. But yeah, so you have the fourth house, and then you have Venus in your ninth house, because Gemini, if you count, Gemini is 9 houses away from Libra. So Venus is moving into your ninth house, because Venus is in Gemini now, and Gemini is a mutable air sign, all about communication. It's the 3rd house of communication, even though it falls in your 4th house, Libra, but this is the energy of Gemini. So I do believe that you will probably get more like this card, which is the Emperor. You pulled your opposites card. This is Aries' actual ruling card. So Libra, maybe it would help you to be more like your opposite Aries. How many Libras out there have Aries in their lives? And Pisces and Virgo and Cancer and Capricorn. It's very interesting to converse and just have relations of some sort with your opposite zodiac sign. And for Cancer to come up here, it's that cardinal energy, right? A lot of cardinal energy. We're in a cardinal sign. So Libra, you are affected, and it's here in the cards. It's all about something happening. I feel like all of this is happening in your subconscious, because with the ending card is Cancer, right? So there's going to be something that happens in July for you guys. This is why the Cancer Chariot card is showing up. The first card is a water card. The first card you guys got was the Pisces card. The last card you guys got was the Cancer card. And so that directly speaks to me, because Pisces is that mutable energy, right? And then the card ends with there's emotions. So maybe you're being very mutable with your emotions. Maybe that's why this came up. You're being very mutable, right? You're being what a Pisces would be. And Pisces, don't even get me started, okay? Libra, we're very alike, but we're very different. And you have a very different destiny than me. It's all about balance with you. And you have to balance this energy, because if you're feeling like these men are in the back, or if you're feeling like him, this is not a comfortable Libra card, because it's showing that one is getting more than the other, or that there's some selfishness going on. So whatever that speaks to you guys, just make sure you get those energies under control, and then move more towards a passionate, balanced energy, which is probably why the Aries card came up, because you guys have not been very balanced to you. Isn't that a twister? Isn't that a plot twist? The Libra is actually not treating self good. Maybe it's not all about these other energies. Maybe it's not about the other people taken from you. I think it's that the universe in this Cancer season is realizing, hey, you're a very, very powerful cardinal sign, and you're all about balance, but you could benefit from being more like the Aries. You could benefit more by being more headstrong, being more bold, and being more assertive about what you want and about where your life is headed. Because Aries, I know a little bit about Aries. They're everything you're not. Where you're balanced and you're peaceful and harmonious, Aries is like, look, this is what it is. I rule the house of I am, right? So there is this Aries energy for you. Maybe you'll actually meet an Aries. Maybe an Aries will come into your life. Maybe some of you are with Aries. But there's definitely Aries in your reading, and there's definitely emotions here. All of your cards have water, mostly. Like, definitely 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So that's more than half. And I definitely am digging the fact that you start out as a mutable, subconscious Piscean energy, but something is going to change in Cancer season for you. And it's all about balancing your light and dark. That's what the Cancer card is about. You see the black and the white figure, he's got those at his side. They work for him. They're tamed. They're not taking control of him. This guy is really wise. He's got that beard. He's got a wand. He's covered in armor. So during this emotional time, Libra, I do think that you need to protect yourself more from this energy and from feeling like you want to do this. Just make sure you're protecting yourself. It might not all make sense right now, but it will soon. And for the Venus, moving into your ninth house, you got the Chariot card again. Okay, so this is what applies to Venus moving into your ninth house. Of course, Libra, love. Okay, it's your ruling planet. I almost forgot to mention that. Okay, yeah, definitely a new beginning. You got the Fool card too. So listen, Venus moving into your ninth house is going to completely change your guys' life. Because listen, Libra, you guys just go with the flow of things. You're just living your life, chilling. You have a different way of looking at life. You don't really, not take this lightly, because I know Libra worries. But you know what I mean, though? You guys just hurt. You guys handle your worries with like ease or something, and it's a compliment. You disappear that way, okay? So I definitely think your life is going to shift in a way to philosophy. Like the ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius. So, that also could mean some Libras, might be feeling that ninth house energy. If you know a Sag, or if you're with a Sagittarius, you might be feeling the love more with them. You might be thinking of some things, like maybe a Sagittarius could come, and I only say that because it's the ninth house. You have Venus moving into your ninth, so Venus is the goddess of love. She's your ruling planet. So Libra, that's why you had the Pisces card. That's why I shuffled and it came out again, like no Braylon. These were the cards for Libra. I'm ready. And I didn't know that. I thought maybe I just didn't shuffle enough, but it came out again, the same 6 cards, and that's crazy. But that definitely means that you are being called, Libra. Your ninth house is about to activate everything you believe. Ninth house is higher thinking, all right? Gemini, lower thinking. Sag, higher thinking. So the ninth house is all about your philosophy, the way you think, your higher beliefs. You're going to be really digging deep in July. And August is going to be even more so deep when all these energies change. But this cardinal Cancer energy is really showing up for you. And that moon, that Pisces energy, it might help you to hang out with a Pisces or to vibe with a Pisces, because we are not here either, Libra. We're gone. We're swimming. We're in the water. It's great. But Libra, I can feel your energy. I can feel the message that I got through the cards. There's definitely some betrayal there, but mostly you guys are just ascending, okay? Mostly you guys are just getting ready to change your whole way of seeing things, because something is going to become, like, maybe this betrayal is going to be what opens your eyes to higher philosophies. Like, you're going to see someone do something on the wrong day, and it's going to rub you the wrong way, and you're going to just, that's going to be enough for you to know, like, wow, this is what you're about. This is your energy. This is your life path, and it's not vibing with me, man. And that's up to you guys, Libra. There is definitely a new beginning coming for you, and I believe it has to do with your ninth house, with Venus coming there. Please, please, please pay attention to what you're feeling on a love basis, okay? Love moving into the ninth house is very, very peculiar. Love doesn't really have much to do with investigating, and like it shouldn't. Like, digging deep and stuff. It's hard. So in your relationships, Libra, they're going to take a more I don't know the word for that, but they're going to take a more scientific approach, maybe some chemistry. Maybe that's why, Venus in the ninth house is like chemistry, love, chemistry, science. There's your happy, balanced word. Okay, Libra, we've got 18 minutes, and these videos were like all 5 minutes or so, but you got to keep it balanced, which is kind of not what I'm doing. But this is the messages for you, Libra, and I really, really hope this was like helpful to you, archangels. I really, really hope so. I think you're gonna do amazing things. I think this new energy of your ninth house and this full moon, where you live and what you think. That's it for you, Libra. Where you live and what you think is going to be very, very highlighted in July. So have a wonderful full moon on the 9th. Make sure it's today. If you guys are watching this video on July 5th, just embrace that Gemini Venus. Your ruling planet is in the sign of air, and that's beautiful, right? So enjoy that, Libra, and keep the love strong. Keep it as balanced as you can, right? But we're not perfect. But I do love you guys, and I appreciate the work that you do, and we will talk more in August.